Are you really going to make me say thank you to a murdering psychopath? Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we are counting down our picks for the top 10 anime villains who saved the day. For this list, we'll be looking at the moments when a certified bad guy rose up to protect the innocent, aid the hero, or generally do a nice thing. Not that it dismisses the laundry list of misdeeds they have to their name, but I guess everyone has to start from somewhere. I'm Todd Haberkorn, and I've certainly been a villainous savior, like when I play Grand Theft Auto and mow down civilians to lessen the tax burden of the inhabitants of the city.
Let's get ready to Mojo!
Hey kid, beat it!
Number 10, Nosferatu Zodd, Berserk. He's the apostle that wanders from battlefield to battlefield, slaughtering all who challenge him, constantly seeking a worthy foe.
You evaded my attack successfully. Well done.
Given his size and the fact he can transform into a winged bull demon at the drop of the hat, that seemed rather unlikely. At least until he met Guts, who after landing a single wound on him, earned Zodd's admiration as a warrior and earned Zodd a band-aid.
This is the first time that I have been so deeply gored by the sword of a human.
Obviously, wanting him to survive until they could have a rematch, it only makes sense Zodd would save him from getting his head taken off during the battle with the Purple Rhino Knights by lending him his own sword. Dude has a hell of a throwing arm. Side note, Purple Rhino Knights, total band name.
The time of the great eclipse draws near. Soon the demon kings will descend.
Number 9, Grimmjow, Bleach. He may be a member of the Espada and swear fealty to Aizen, but above all else, this panther lives only to satisfy his own urges, whether it be revenge or power.
Grimmjow!
Well... Am I interrupting?
So determined to be the one to kill Ichigo, Grimmjow was willing to save Orihime from her attackers and free her from jail. Sure, it was also that she could bring the strawberry back from the dead and up to full strength, but for a bloodthirsty kitty cat who sees violence as the only answer, that was a pretty swell thing for him to do.
There won't be a trace of you left when he's done!
At least his heart was in the right place. Sort of.
You know what I brought you here to do. Now heal.
Number 8, Yami Marik, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Many of you might be wondering when Mr. Murderface over here managed to save the day, since most of the time he was too busy being the product of our deepest nightmares.
It's time I took matters into my own hands again.
If you cast your mind back to the time Yugi and crew got trapped in cyberspace, it was actually Marik who managed to unlock the blimp from Noah's shackles.
I'll find you, Pharaoh. Even if that means shutting this place down.
Warning, main power is offline.
Not because he was doing any of them a solid, mind you. He just got bored of waiting on the blimp and decided to go on a robot killing spree, and in doing so somehow managed to inadvertently allow the gang to escape the oncoming explosion later down the line. You see, people? Do you want blimp anger? Because this is how you get blimp anger.
Releasing magnetic dock.
Hey, we're no longer locked down. Excellent. Now we have to find the other passengers.
Marik!
Number 7, Lunatic Tiger and Bunny. Probably not Kotetsu's first choice of ally to come to his aid, but then again, he was on the run, so it's not like he could complain.
Is this how it's going to end for you?
Lunatic?
Framed for a crime he didn't commit and hunted by the rest of the commercialized superhero squad, the only one to spring to his rescue was a resident cuckoo in voice of Thanatos.
Why are you helping me?
He may prefer to kill killers and set fire to sinners, but without the blazing intervention of this particular crazy, Wild Tiger would have taken the fall. Goes to show that if he wasn't so obsessed with turning people to ash, Lunatic would have made for quite the caped crusader. We're not gonna get sued by DC for using that phrase, right?
I defend no one, nor do I follow your code of justice. I obey the voice of Thanatos.
Number 6, Hisoka, Hunter x Hunter. The jester who gets freakishly obsessed with little boys growing into potentially strong opponents.
Oi, Hisoka!
Yeah, definitely not the kind of guy you want hanging around your kids, especially with all those immensely powerful nin abilities at his disposal. That being said, when you're trapped inside a video game and engaged in a life or death battle of dodgeball, it pays to have a wild card like Hisoka at your back. Metaphorically, of course.
ボールが離れない。バンジーガムはガムとゴム。両方の性質を併せ持つ。
Kudos to him for helping Gon and Killua win the day. Doesn't make him any less creepy though, and if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
みんなの力があったからだよ。チームの勝利ってやつさ。
なんかそのセリフ似合わないよ。
Number 5, Kimbley, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. There's something almost impressive about how even in death, this guy remained true to his murdering scumbag persona.
いただけません。実にいただけませんね。ホムンクルスプライド。キンブリー、まさか。
High on the thrill that came from massacring numerous innocents in the Ishvalan War of Extermination, the Crimson Alchemist was more than eager to join up with the homunculus and resume his killing ways. As it happened, the depths of his depravity went beyond even that of Pride, who he became disgusted with after he tried to jump ship and gain a new body, and as a result chose to save Ed Elric.
あなた、美しくない。
Say what you will about Kimbley, but he stood by his principles to the bitter end, even in the midst of a screaming soulstorm. Yet another good band name. Number 4, Ryunosuke Akutagawa, Bungo Stray Dogs. He's the Port Mafia's attack dog with major anger issues, a senpai complex, and seems to have his fashion settings set to edge. It's almost like he was predestined to become everyone's favorite bad boy. Sure, he's more than a little immature and way too eager to unleash Rashomon on anyone who pisses him off, but there's most certainly the seed of a decent person in there somewhere. Hence why he was able to put aside his violent rivalry with Atsushi in order to fight against the uber-wealthy Francis Scott Key Fitzgerald.
結果中、半人半行。ラスオム、天魔天外。
Nothing screams redemption arc quite like punching the hell out of the world's strongest capitalist.
This is Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.
そうだ、制御端末。ぐしゃめ。最後の攻撃の刹那。
Number 3, Orochimaru, Naruto Shippuden. This snake is the last person we'd expect to try and turn his life around. And to be honest, we still have our doubts that he's completely abandoned his dark ways.
Who would have imagined that it would be you of all people who would facilitate my return?
Of course, we can't fault him for reviving the dead Hokage with the reanimation jutsu, as they arguably became one of the biggest assets during the Fourth Great Ninja War. If not for this, chances are Madara and his forces may have crushed the home team. Sure, it doesn't make up for all the times he tortured helpless victims just to see what kind of jutsu he could create, but at least he's got one positive story he could spin for his kids.
勘違いしないでください。私はもうそんなことをする気はありませんよ。
Number 2, Stain, My Hero Academia. The way this guy clings to his ideals is almost scary. Most criminals would be elated if a random monster appeared and flew away with one of the students responsible for kicking their ass minutes prior. As we all know, the hero killer ain't just a butcher, he's also got a savior complex the size of All Might's neckline.
The world is overrun by fakes and criminals like you who chase betting dreams.
As such, despite being heavily wounded, Stain saves Midoriya's life before giving a speech on the subject of heroes with such force and gravitas it leaves everyone breathless.
You must all be purged.
Is it any wonder this guy went viral and ended up ushering in a new age of next-gen supervillains?
All might is worthy!
Not quite at the end yet, almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business.
Number 1. Crocodile. One Piece. The one-handed sand user isn't exactly someone who forgives and forgets. He nearly got an entire kingdom to kill itself and has no issue leaving the most minor of annoyances as dried-up husks in his wake. So we imagine when Luffy bloodied him up so badly he ended up losing everything on the spot, his attitude towards him wasn't going to be all that charitable. And yet, Crocodile turned out to be something of a guardian angel, after he saved the Straw Hat Captain and Jinbei from Admiral Akainu during the Battle of Marineford. I guess prison changes a former warlord for the better. Prison also teaches you how to make a shank out of a toothbrush. Hashtag that got dark.
守りてえもんはしっかり守りやがれ。これ以上こいつらの思い通りにさせんじゃねえよ。
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.